Hello, my name is Dayna and welcome to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about the body and its role in conception and fertility. Obviously, the body has a huge role to play in the conception and fertility of your future son or daughter. My work focuses on the etheric aspects and the spirit aspects, but I don't want to get too far away from the big components of getting pregnant. So the way I see it is that you have pretty much 49% of getting pregnant is the body. 49% of it is the energetics. So the energetic alignment and connecting with the spirit baby, making those soul contracts, all of that is happening. It's very intangible, but it is happening. And then really only 2% of your pregnancy is with your mind. And your mind is kind of making those decisions about where do we go to move. Maybe we need to move to a bigger location. Maybe you need to have a different job, your finances in check before you're ready to start a family. Those are some very big decisions, but that doesn't make the baby. So that's really what we're focusing on today. Now, when it comes to physical aspects, the body relies on minerals, and the body needs 102 minerals just to function on a very basic level. And those minerals you're supposed to get them from food and from your diet. But the food, the pesticides, the chemicals, everything that's involved in food nowadays is really, really stripping the nutrition out of the actual of your diet. So when that happens, you do have to rely on vitamins and supplements in order to boost the minerals that you're actually receiving. And that's what I wanted to talk about and introduce today. Now, let me put a disclaimer out there. I am not a nutritionist. I'm also not a healthcare professional, or I'm certified when it comes to the actual birthing and the spiritual aspects. But when it comes to this, I want to share what I've learned with you. And of course, please rely on the healthcare professionals that you are able to find and surround yourself with. So let's start with the basic parts that you can start today with regards to nutrition. Prenatal vitamins it's a really great supplement. If you're already taking a multivitamin or you're not taking a multivitamin, a prenatal vitamin is the perfect place to start. It's an over-the-counter product that you can get from your convenience store and or from the grocery store, and you can just start today to start the base and the foundation of the nutrition that you need. Also, folic acid is something that your healthcare professional will suggest, whether it's your midwife or an OBGYN or just your general doctor or even a nutritionist. That is really important for the body as well when it comes to laying a good foundation for becoming pregnant. Now, when it comes to the minerals are very important as well. And from doing my research and listening to certain professionals and folks that really know what they're talking about, doing my research in general, I found that there is a supplement called Burdock Root. It's an actual natural root that is in capsulation form, also in tea form, so you can seep it as a tea, and there's probably a liquid form as well. With regards to that type of supplement that has all of the minerals the body needs, all 102 minerals. So that is something, and it is amazingly inexpensive, something you can start using, and it is all natural. Again, focus on what works with you. If it's, make sure that it's something that will work with your body. Try it, see if you like it. I started out with the tea for Burdock Root, and then I moved on to the capsulated version so I could take it every day. Sometimes I would forget to drink the tea, but I still drink it every now and then. Then you also have sea moss. Sea moss is also a supplement that you can take. I personally haven't taken it, but I've heard wonderful things about sea moss. So it is something else that you can put on the list. And I will have a list of these in the description below. Also, from a body perspective, there is a lot of metals in the body. We're surrounded by a lot of heavy metals, and it's in our air, it's in our water, and it is on our food from the pesticides and the chemicals that are put on the food. So detoxing from that is also really important. There is a pill called Chlorella, and I will put that name also in the description. You can do your research, but the Chlorella that is from Korea is actually a really good, the best place, the best potency basically. And it is made from algae. So as you can see, all of these things are made from nature. They're really natural, and they're things that you can actually incorporate into the process that you're going through to make a baby and conceive and, you know, do things on your own, taking your power back and using the tools that you have been given by God and Goddess and the divine creator. Now, there's something else that I want to talk about with regards to like a nature perspective. And I've been sick for the past 3 weeks. So thank God I had some hindsight to make a lot of videos in one day. So I had enough to go through, because I want to make sure I'm at least showing up at least once a week with a video and some information and some inspiration for all of you. But I have been sick, and it's been really hard to, you know, come to the camera and present. And I'm the type of person that when I'm sick, I don't really rush to the doctor. I just try to do as much as I can on my own to get myself better. I do have a great immune system. I've worked on it for a very long time. But it was probably like last week Thursday, it was a really hard day, and I had been sick for 3 weeks with a sinus infection and a really bad cold. So I was running around seeing if I could try to get a Z-Pack, zithromycin pack for antibiotics, my last resort, because that's not something I prefer to take, because it eliminates and depletes your gut health that you work on. The flora in your gut is just so important. It's a really big part of your nutrition, and it is the last resort. It's not something I want to take all the time. Antibiotics are anti-bio, so it's antibody when you break it down. So I did read somewhere a while back that a pediatrician recommended putting pieces of onion on a baby's foot, on the bottom of their feet when they have a fever, as a very natural way to reduce the fever. And so I just said, you know, let me go ahead and try it. Why not? And I had purple onion in the fridge that I've had there for a long time for salads and things like that. So I went ahead and I took the middle of the purple onion and I cut really thin slices. I only did 2 slices the first night. I put them on my feet, underneath my feet, on the bottom of my feet, basically. And I wrapped them up with some cellophane cling wrap and put socks on, and I slept that night. And the next day I felt okay, but I wasn't 100%. And I thought, let me do it one more night just to see what happens. This time I did 2 slices on each foot, one on the balls of my feet and then one on the heel. And I wrapped them up real good, put a sock on, and I fell asleep that night. And the next morning, I felt great. And I was, like, all the drainage and all the yucky stuff was gone. It was starting to heal. I could have done it one more night, but I wanted my immune system to do the rest, to do the work and to get me there to the next level, because that's how we strengthen the body. So I did that, and I wanted to share it because it worked beautifully. And this is like a 15-cent onion that took me back to health. So basically, onions are antimicrobial, they're anti-fungal, and they basically work as if they were an antibiotic, but they're not antibody. They are just in there to promote health. And the reason you put it on the bottom of your feet is because the bottom of your feet have the biggest pores on your body, where you're able to basically suck in like a sponge anything that you put on your feet. on the bottoms of your feet. This is more Eastern medicine and Chinese medicine, and it is all natural. And when I did more research about it, I did see that pediatric doctors, they do recommend this for babies, not to put it on overnight because the enzymes in onion they're pretty strong for a baby. So maybe 10-15 minutes to break a fever. And then also randomly, you can cut a piece of potato and put it on their feet for any issues with coughing and congestion. So it's very interesting, it's very natural, and it is something that we can do. Why do we have big pores on our feet? Well, one of the biggest reasons is that the human was designed to walk barefoot on the earth and to get the negative electrons that help to reduce high blood pressure. It helps to reduce inflammation in the body. So the simple act of walking barefoot on the ground, which is called earthing, which is something that I do promote highly. I've been doing it for almost 10 years, and it really connects me to the earth. And it also gives me an abundance of negative electrons that your body does need in order to function. This is very basic, something free, and it seems like it's too good to be true, right? That an onion can take away my sinus infection, and that walking on the ground barefoot can, fix a lot of different things in the body like inflammation and high blood pressure. But it's true. Go ahead and do the research. Don't listen to me. I'm just presenting the information. Trust yourself. Do the research and see what's out there about these natural remedies. When I look at my career and I look at what I'm promoting and what my life purpose is, to bring back into alignment the ideas, the ancient old ideas of what has happened in the past and what, for whatever reason, has not been passed down to our generation, and that we have to reclaim that. And when I became better after sleeping with onions on my feet, I remembered something about my grandmother, the same grandmother that I talk about all the time, that had 9 children on the islands. And one of the biggest things all the grandkids remember and great grandkids remember about her is that she used to put garlic in her shoes. And, we're not trying to make fun of grandma, but it was just so weird. Like, who puts garlic in their shoes? But now I get it. Garlic and onions, they have a lot of the same components. And that's one of the reasons why she lived to 97 years old. And, if that was one of the reasons why she lived to 97 years old, maybe I need to start looking at putting garlic in my shoes. Maybe not right now. But it's a wonderful way of reconnecting to the old ancient ways that will help you and heal you. So go ahead and do some research on the nutritional supplements that I suggested. And again, connect with a nutritionist if you feel as though you need more help. Maybe you need to do some blood work, and a nutritionist or a homeopathic or naturopathic doctor can help you with some of the questions that you have, some detailed questions. But again, the body is miraculous. The body was created to house your spirit baby and give them a home for 9 months. And also the body is built to give birth and to take on all of the sensations and manage them and have a calm birth so that you can have a calm baby. So continue to believe in yourself and believe in your body, because I believe in you. And that's why I show up all the time, every day, with this business, to connect with as many of you as I can, to make sure I can remind all of you that you're worth it and that you can do this. So go ahead and check out some more of my videos. I am on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, here on YouTube, and also on TikTok. And my website is www.fromfertilitytodelivery.com. And also my email address is fromfertilitytodelivery@gmail.com right now. So I want to offer you many blessings and continue to work on everything that you're working on, and never ever give up on your dream of having a little beautiful, soft baby boy or girl in your arms. Because if you have a tug that's coming in and you can't shake it, that just means it's coming from your spirit baby. There is a divine connection between you and them, and they're just telling you, don't give up. Many blessings. Love you, Dayna.